Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask a Grimm. Yeah, so I finally got the Thundercats episode out, and next time is going to be my review of All-Star Superman's movie, so look forward to that in April. I promise to get that one out. I don't have to go through 60 episodes at least, so there is that. But until then, we got some fantastic questions to answer, and thank you all so much for asking them. I really do appreciate it. So, let's begin. SillyMan asks, are you aware of what Avi Holtman did? Did Umber Sleeve? Can't seem to find her now. Have you heard of the Zenless Zone Zero? Have you seen Jar's video on Doodletones and his call with her before that, and his call with Mally? And have you ever tried model kits? I'm aware of what was mentioned through Lyo's video on Nezzy, and that shit is fucked up, but I'm also sure there's a lot more coming out because Avi did have a hand in some of the dumb shit Nezzy was doing over on their accounts on, like, Twitter and Blue Sky. So, when Chuli's video comes out on Nezzy, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more about Avi that we're going to find out, and it probably isn't good. But as of current, somewhat, based on what Lyo has shown us. But, who knows, maybe there's plenty more. This rabbit hole is just getting fucking weird. As for Umbrus, no, she didn't leave, she's just rebranded under the name Souvlivy. Souvlivvy. But I don't condone harassment. She's a fucking idiot. She's a pretty bad person. I'm not condoning harassment at all, though. Let's be better than that. But then again, I know my audience is better than that, and that's why y'all are awesome. As for Zenless Zone Zero, I have heard of it. I'm just not interested in it. It doesn't look all that appealing. As for the Jar video, I have. And as for the call, yikes. Just fucking yikes. As for model kits, no, but it does look really interesting. Like, there's this Zoid and Monster Hunter one, I think it was the Mitsutsume. That looks cool. AJustice90 asks, were there any parts of Anthony Shenelawson video that you agree with, like the Sailor Moon and Linkara sections? Have you played any of the Ratchet & Clank games? Now that the starters for Legends EA have been revealed, which of them do you have the highest hopes for? If you already have said something on social media before the next video, you can ignore this one. Favorite playthroughs from Brain Scratch commentaries, and favorite Kid Icarus video from 2020. Yeah, the Sailor Moon video was bad in terms of it being critical about the show and not from a humorous point of view, which I'd argue a lot of Nostalgia Critics videos are. They're more so just comedy / do making jokes. But if you want to argue from a critical standpoint, yeah, it was pretty bad. I'll grant you that. I also find it weird he only mentioned the Deke dub, but then again, I don't know if the Viz dub came out at that point. Because it was so long ago. Holy fuck, I'm old. But I will say, it was nice to see someone debunk the sections of the video that actually knew what they were talking about. The punchline is DA's response to the Sailor Moon video was fucking dog shit. The Linkara section itself was fine, but to me, it's like, yeah, there were a couple bits that I kind of agree with, but it's like a broken clock twice a day thing. As for Ratchet & Clank, I've played the second game, I have not touched the rest. Maybe one day. I've had thoughts of doing that as well as playing the Sly Cooper games, so maybe. As for the starters for ZA, I'm gonna say Chikorita. I hope that they get a good run back, because they really need it. As for Brain Scratch, the Sonic Genesis video, as well as the X6 playthrough. And favorite video from 2020 of Kid Icarus? Ah yes, the Bricks arc. But to answer, the Navigator video. GamerofGamers asks, thoughts on the new episode of A Hero's Purpose? The series is a must-watch for any Zelda fan. And do you believe Kazuna AI will be more than just music later on? She said she'd mainly focus on making songs and a live concert this year, but it might be possible to see her do more later on, right? This is the first time I'm hearing about The Hero's Purpose, but it looks really cool, so I'll add that to the backlog. Like, damn, this looks really cool. I gotta see this, so I'll probably throw it up on the media thread after I go through all the episodes. As for Kazuna, given how others have delved into the realm of stuff like vocal works in games like Sayu and Monarch, I think it's absolutely possible, yeah, of course. Nico Safer One asks, any thoughts on Babish Culinary Universe? Do you think that the original Digimon anime holds up? Have you ever played Dino Crisis? Have you seen the teaser for Shrek 5? And has Movie Bob become worse over the years? Babish is fine, it's just fine. Not good or bad, they're just okay. As for the original anime, I'd say for the most part it does, yeah. Dino Crisis? No, but I could always give that a shot. Like, I've heard good things about it. Mostly. I have seen the teaser for Shrek 5. I think it looks fine, but we'll have to wait and see when the movie comes out if it's actually going to be good or not. And as for Movie Bob, yeah, he is... Oh my god, he's become worse. Fucking Christ, he's become worse. TheRiderofChaos asks, any thoughts on the upcoming game, The 100-Line Last Defense Academy? In your 2024 media ranking video, you said you really didn't like Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. Out of all the problems you've listed off with that game, what was the absolute worst of those problems for you? Thoughts on Animal Man's Persona 3's opening was so bad I didn't want to pay attention to the rest of the story video. Thoughts on the upcoming live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake, and what are your thoughts on the upcoming Toy Story 5 and Shrek 5 films? 100-Line Last Defense Academy. Oh yeah, the Danganronpa meets Fire Emblem game. I'd say it looks interesting. As for the Klonoa 2 stuff, I think the worst is probably the level design, with the second worst being the lack of any real improvements from the first game. A lot of the levels just weren't fun to play for me and or were incredibly tedious. But that's just me. Like, I got no issue with those who enjoyed the game, and clearly there are a lot of people that did enjoy it because it still has a cult following, and I get that. So, I got no issue with those who enjoy the game. To me, though, I just did not like it at all. But, to answer, I would say probably the level design. As for the Animal Man's video, hatred! 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 I flat out hate it.
Tsuru and Takeba already know what the Dark Hour is. Who are you talking to, sir? Except you don't watch him play the Crane game, because the game swaps to a black screen because the animators can be bothered.
Is it one of them, Sonata-kun?
Can you please call them shadows? Why? So if I make any mistakes, just know that I can't be bothered to care, because the beginning of this game put me off so much that I couldn't be invested in the rest of the story to pick it apart properly. Kanji is a gang member who has a secret flamboyant side. Develop feelings for each other, I think? I'm not really sure. Like, I don't understand how he dies. He just kind of dies.
What the fuck is that?
I'm not saying I'm doing a video response to it, but don't be surprised if I end up doing a video response to it if you see it in the future. As for the live-action How to Train Your Dragon, I'd say it looks fine. And as for Toy Story 5 and Shrek 5, Toy Story 5 just feels fucking pointless, but then again, I could say the same about the fourth movie. Shrek 5 looks fine. Xans Priness asks, have you watched Totally Not Mark's I Drew My Own Dragon Ball manga video? If so, any thoughts? And what item from any Persona game did you not like at all? I've seen the video, and I liked it. I think it's good. As for Persona, I would say probably the items that shoot at certain elements at the opponent. It only does a set amount of damage, and most of the time I have the party members of that element already, or I have a Persona in my team party thing that already uses it. I think the only time I really used these items was Marie's dungeon in Persona 4 Golden, but that was more so because of the restrictions that dungeon had. Otherwise, I'm often just not using the items that just shoot out ice or fire or shit. I'll often either have a Persona that already does that, or I'll use a party member. Like, for instance, I think it was my first playthrough of P5, I had Yusuke on the team, so why the fuck would I use the ice item? That's his element. I can understand the appeal of it, like if you're in a challenge run, or like you don't have that particular persona, but for me I always try to get various personas of like different types and stuff, so like I often don't see a need for it, but that's just me. Killjin asks, since you played Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Spirit Color, how would you rate all the duels from worst to best? Okay, I think I have the list here. So, from worst to best, it would go Hain, Chumli, Jinzo, Banner, Donzalug, Soitsu, Oscillo Hero, Acrobatic Monkey, Baby Sarasaurus, Adhesive Explosive, Kaiba Man, Taio and Raizo, America, there's a character named America in this, it's their first name. Or last name, because Japanese standards. Anyways. Ryota, Tania, Abydos, Titan, Blair, Admiral, Jasmine and Mindy, Tori, Beauregard, Briar, Satyr, Para and Dux, Natsuo, Fonda, Ishiki, Kamula, Atticus, Dimitri, Cyrus, Chaz, Crowler, Kagemaru, Tyranno, Bastion, Alexis, Zane, Aster, and Jaden. I think I got them all. The final set of questions come from Angry Cowboy. Have you seen the leaked trailer for the live-action Powerpuff Girls, and is media literacy dead? Oh yeah, I've seen the leaked trailer. Oh my god, it looked bad. Really bad. I am so glad it got scrapped. And as for media literacy, no. I think it's still very much alive. It's just, in certain places, some people are just not using it correctly. Alright, I think that takes care of all the questions. Thank you all so very much for asking your questions. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you next month for the next edition of Ask a Grimm. If you'd like to see your questions on the next episode of Ask a Grimm, leave them in the comments below or in the community tab, because YouTube is YouTube sometimes. Until then, have a fantastic day, everyone.